we have got some Galaxy's Edge exclusive merchandise to share with you guys tonight. This is the Holochronicles Podcast.
Hey!
Welcome, everyone, to the Holochronicles Podcast. We are your hosts, Josh and Andy, and I don't know what number this is. I've lost track. It's
Me too.
I think we're like at 90.
Could be 90.
Maybe 91 even.
Maybe even 91. I'll look, and I'll get back to you.
All right. Josh, we've got a couple of very cool Galaxy's Edge exclusive items to share in the room with us.
Nice.
As well as discuss maybe a couple of other things that aren't as commonly known if you haven't been to Galaxy's Edge or haven't been recently. There's some new things that have come in and some things that are going on the shelf that they're not going to be putting out anymore too.
Talk about only being at 2 stores.
Right. It's 2 stores, exactly.
And it costs you about, I don't know, $1,000 to walk through that store.
Yeah.
Depending on where you're coming from.
Yeah, maybe a lot more.
Maybe a lot more.
You're going to pay a few $1,000s for the opportunity to hopefully see some of these things. And there's
Possibly,
not a guarantee.
maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, and there's no guarantee that they're in stock either. So when this is one of those cases where when you hear the word exclusive, it truly is.
It really is. It's kind of a cool deal. I mean, anything from Disney that you can pick up. And I have a few exclusive things that have not been found anywhere else. As a matter of fact, I can't even find them on eBay to price them.
Ooh.
They're that like
That's cool.
Even the box that I have them in, when I look them up, it's something a little different. So whatever I have is super exclusive.
It's unique.
It's unique. So that's fun.
So this is these kinds of items not easily findable unless you go to the park. Or know somebody, in our case, who goes to the park regularly.
We got a guy.
Yeah, so you guys might remember our buddy Keith. He came on with us this summer to talk about Galaxy's Edge, and he's been to both Florida and California sites. And he was recently at the California site again, and he picked something up for me, and he shared something for us to share with you guys.
So it's exciting. I mean, we've got some stuff to show off today, but let's do some business, Andy.
Let's do some business.
All right. First of all, thanks for joining us here on the Holochronicles. You can find us on all the major audio platforms. If you're watching us on YouTube, thanks for joining us in the live chat. We appreciate it. SoundCloud, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, we're everywhere. Like and subscribe if you're there. If you want to join a growing community, though, of like collectors like yourself and like us, we just launched our Discord, which we're playing with right now through Patreon. So our Patreons are on there right now testing it for us. Our patrons are testing it for us. We just launched a Discord, and we're about to open it up to the public.
Probably tomorrow.
So that's exciting.
Now, are you a Discord guy? Like,
I'm a Discord guy for one reason and one reason only, but this is, and it was for a particular game I was playing, and the way we communicated as a group that we're coordinating was through Discord.
What game was
that? That was Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Okay.
All right. And so, but through there, they'd be like, hey, we have the raid coming up tomorrow. We want these teams. And it was a cool place. It was a unique place because I didn't use it for anything else, which would almost made it easier. If it had been mixed in with text or with Facebook Messenger or something, it might have gotten lost, but because it was coming from Discord, I knew that when I got a message through that, it was where it was for that particular thing.
It was there was a reason behind it.
Exactly.
You knew exactly what you were going to see.
Exactly. And there's all these channels, so it was subdivided up in different places, so I could go on and say, hey guys, what about this? I could ask questions, and that's what we're really trying to do with our Discord, is set up a good channel, for us, or not a channel. What do they call it? A server.
A server, yeah.
With channels for you to join and have discussions in any way you want. Whether we even have one that's just like IRL in real life.
Real life, yeah.
Show off your kids. Show off your things.
Vacation that you just took.
Yeah.
What you just cooked up on the barbecue.
Totally.
That kind of stuff.
Things that maybe aren't directly Star Wars related, but Star Wars is life, and life
is Star Wars.
Is Star Wars.
So yeah, we currently have a bunch of different threads that you can jump into and chat with that are public. We have 2 threads at the moment that are patron exclusive, and those are pretty fun.
Sure.
And if there was another reason why you might want to spend a cheeseburger a month on being a patron of ours, there's another one.
For our patrons, we've got an exclusive insider only buy sell trade.
Yes.
For that reason alone.
Yeah.
Where you're going to get
A trusted group of people.
Andy and Josh Nuggets dropped in there where we're like, look, before I put this out to the public, patrons get the first.
Anybody want this?
First crack at one of our cast-offs.
Yes.
No, really, something that might look better in your collection. But we're also honored to be sponsored by Red 5 Designs, which, my finger, I'm shaking. I can't wait. I can't wait.
We are this much closer to that book coming out.
Yep. And then, of course, welcome all our friends in the chat tonight. Thank you for being with us, and we appreciate it. We appreciate your participation. Andy and I usually talk after the show about who said what and what said who. So it's so much fun. So thank you very much.
Let me start with last week. I put out at the end of the show last week, that every great spaceship needs a name. Okay. And for those that watched or listened last week know that I got a new car, but it's an old car. It's a 74 convertible Super Beetle Sunbug. And for anybody that came up with the best name for the Sunbug, is going to get themselves a Red 5 Designs Book of Boba Fett poster. All right, mailed right to your doorstep. Now, Josh has not seen
none of them,
any of them yet, so I'm going to read off a short list of names for the car. Josh is going to decide who had the best one.
Okay,
it's a committee of one.
And are you going to tell me? You're not going to tell me.
I'm going to tell you who.
You're going to tell you. You're not going to tell me.
I'm not going to tell you.
No favoritism.
No favoritism. You're just going to This is a meritocracy.
All right. Sorry,
whichever.
Just kidding. Sorry, I was just going to throw a random name out of a favorite. There's no favorites in
There's no
Holochronicles.
favorites. No.
There's only Jedi.
All right. Are you ready,
Only
Josh?
fools. What is it? They're only fools. Yeah, I forget. Rogue One.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Only fools like him.
Yeah.
Okay. Leading off this list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. Okay.
I'm ready.
Nugget, as in the gold nugget, because it's a gold vehicle.
It is gold, so we got Nugget. All right.
Nugget.
All right. I'm going to put it up on the screen while you read these to me.
Okay. The picture of the.
Yep. There it is.
of the
Nugget.
spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The General Leia.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. Goldie Honk.
Is this your new spaceship?
Yeah, I know.
All right, I do like that, though. Goldie Honk is funny.
Goldie Honk.
All right.
I guess there's 9.
Okay.
Sigourney Lane Weaver. That's a little lengthy, I think, but
well,
it's
you
funny.
can call it the SL dubs.
SL dub. Okay,
The B dub with the SL dub.
GoldenEye.
Oh, all right. Okay.
The twin Sunbug.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
It's the sun. It's
All
already
right.
got
Okay.
the Sunbug designation. Okay.
All right.
Rogue Sun.
Rogue Sun. Okay.
Nice. Very nice. We got 2 more.
Okay. I'm ready.
Orofina, which is Spanish for fine gold.
Obviously.
Duh.
Duh. Or don't know how to spell it. But
Orofina.
yeah, good enough.
It's like it sounds.
Sure.
Okay. And lastly, Dot. Do you get the reference? Spaceballs. Dot Matrix.
Oh,
The gold droid.
The gold droid, yes.
Yes.
That was played by no longer with us. She had her own talk show. Oh, I can picture her. Gosh, dang it. It was gravelly voice. You know her.
I know, but I can't think of her
I
either.
can't think of her name. Anyway, Dot. I got it. One of my wife's favorite shows, Spaceballs. Oddly enough, not the biggest fan of Star Wars. Loves Spaceballs.
Ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, that's insulting, to be honest with you. Okay, so those are our choices.
Okay.
I have to be honest.
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers. Thank you. Gosh.
Nope. That's shabby. That's all shabby right there.
I mean, thank you, Shabby. Joan Rivers. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, Matt had it too. Matt had it first, technically, according to the chat. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right. You're right.
So we had a 714.
Oh wait, there was also it wasn't posted, so I'm not going to count it. But Jackson said, not goldenrod, but professor, as in Han Solo's quirky. No, we're not counting it. Because he didn't post it in YouTube.
Come on,
not in the
Jackson.
comments. So
He
not
doesn't get
counting
like a friend of the show, participant of the show.
The directions were clear.
I see.
I feel like I was specific. Cross that one off.
I
the
didn't
list.
get to put one in.
Well, yeah,
but I'm not gonna.
You already got a poster.
Roger that.
All right. So what do you think, Josh? What do you think was your favorite of those?
I'm gonna narrow it down to 3 right off the bat.
Okay.
Okay, just to keep this going.
Okay.
I like Rogue Sun.
Okay.
I think that one's a player. Okay. I actually like Dot. I like that.
Okay.
Dot's gonna be easy for you to kind of say, hey, I'm hopping in Dot, which Joan Rivers. You're hopping in Joan Rivers.
Taking a ride with Dot.
Riding Dot.
In Dot.
Nah. All right, we're gonna leave that one in.
Leaves a funny taste in my mouth.
It
there.
does. Well,
keep going.
Yeah. All right, and then Twin Sunbug.
Okay.
TSB. It's like ESB, but it's TSB, right?
Yeah. I think of something completely different when you say TSB.
Wow.
Not Goldie Honk.
Okay. I see.
No.
I see what's going on here.
No. I'm cool with your 3. What do you think?
I tell you what, the only reason is because you labeled it your spaceship.
Well,
or did you?
I didn't label it a spaceship, but in the
That's how you
idea
presented it
of
to me.
all good ships, whether
Right, it's a good
space, boat, or otherwise, have a solid name, right?
Millennium Falcon. That's like 6 syllables. That's actually quite a bit.
But you can call it the Falcon.
Razor Crest. Yeah, the Falcon. Okay, so you can go with the 3 syllable. I'm just trying to think like easy, like roll off the tongue. I might be spending too much time on this. All right.
I was hoping we'd be done by now. But.
Thank you. Well, when you're dealing with something as important as this, here, let me put it back on the screen.
There's a poster at stake here.
All right. I'm going to put Goldie Honk in.
You're going to add it?
I'm adding it. We're
Okay.
going out of 4.
All right.
All right.
4.
So
or do you want
here's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to narrow it down to 2, and the chat's going to decide.
Oh, boy.
Okay?
Okay.
Because I've got Goldie Honk.
No, you're not doing that just because you think that's what I wanted.
I'm doing it because you brought up a good point. I was going a little Star Wars centric and kind of dismissing non-Star Wars stuff, but that wasn't a good thought.
Okay.
Goldie Honk made me laugh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And so we're gonna have a non-Star Wars and a Star Wars, and I like Twin Sunbug.
Okay.
One hit me.
So the Twin Sunbug
Or Goldie Honk.
or Goldie Honk.
Goldie Honk is pretty fun. I mean, Goldie Honk. All right. So, chat, it's on you.
Okay.
TSB or Goldie Honk. I mean, the only thing, yeah, I might just do it for the chat. I might just, by the way, I have veto power. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. So we'll monitor the chats here and maybe take a vote.
I love Paul with his comment. That's great. It happens when we want it to, Paul. And Monday is where we start. And then after that, it may bleed into Tuesday.
Yes.
Lots of end of summer things going on that are pulling us away from our Mondays.
Yes. So let me read something. To you.
Poor Paul, he got shot down. Sorry, Paul. It's not your fault, man. Just be more creative next time. Just kidding.
Do you want to know what one Paul's was?
Which one?
Orofina.
Yeah, see, I don't even know. I mean,
It's good. It's solid. Like
it's
solid
a good
gold.
name. Like,
But if you had to explain it, I would. If I were to call it Orofina, why Orofina? Well, it's Spanish fine gold. It's not a long explanation, but
I see.
you prefer something with less. I don't know.
Thinking you might have to explain Goldie Honk to anyone under 30.
8. Maybe that's fair as well.
We got a twin sunbug. We got a Goldie Honk, 2 Goldie Honks, 3 Goldie Honks to 1 twin sunbug
At this time.
at this time.
Okay, so let me read this. News for Galaxy's Edge. This is from our buddy Keith, who was just there this last weekend. External park stores, in California at least, have stopped selling legacy sabers. This was a temporary thing until COVID opened the parks back up. New merch is expected this fall, including Cal Kestis' saber.
Ooh.
That'd be kind of a cool one.
Well, that one you can change. Like in the game, you could change
In the game, you can. You're going to get...
I got to be honest, I don't know what saber is Cal Kestis' like default saber because I changed mine right away. Especially when it became a twin blade, I was like, oh my.
I think, well, it's not going to be a twin blade, at least, even if it has the option, it's only going to come with one. Because Darth Maul's blade is only half of it, right? It's only one half of the, one blade and hilt. You can buy 2 of them, though, and hook them together, though. That's the draw with the Maul saber, but there's news on that.
Got it.
New merch will drop this fall, including Cal Kestis' saber, which, again, might be cool. Massive Legacy Saber retirements happening soon, including Mace Windu, Rey's Standard, non-reforged Graflex Saber, and Darth Maul, to name a few.
So they're retiring those.
They're retiring them. What happens when they're retired? They don't come back.
Yeah. Well, unless you're Gronkowski.
Yeah, or Brett Favre. Yeah.
Brett Favre,
New Toydarian toys released, including a Vader marionette.
Nice.
Like the Stormtrooper Rogue One marionette.
Yeah.
A New Hope Obi-Wan marionette is rumored for this next spring.
Nice.
To coincide with the...
And they already did the Trooper, right?
Yes, the Trooper is already there.
Is it retired?
No, and I think there was a Fett. I'm not 100% sure, but I think there was a Fett marionette as well.
Yeah, I feel like I can picture it in my mind.
Yeah. So anyway, there's some Galaxy's Edge news that you can keep an eye on if you're heading down there.
But you can only get them at the park.
Only get them at the park, yeah. Now, sometimes park exclusive things aren't exclusive to the park, but you can also find them on Shop Disney.
Right.
There are some items that can be found in those 2 places.
Okay.
But the couple of items here that we're going to take a look at today are from the park only. These are not on the lines.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Right now,
you know what?
Goldie Honk is in the lead.
Okay. Yeah. I think it's like 4-1 right now.
But Goldie Honk, you can kind of take as like a hybrid between. I'll take care of it. A hybrid between like Goldie Hawn, but like maybe a little 3PO action. I don't know. Yeah. Goldie Honk sounds good. Yeah. You want me to hit it?
Well, the camera's not on.
I can take care of that.
How quick?
Totally screwed that up. How long were we sitting here for?
I don't know. This never occurred to me.
Yeah, I got to do a lot of crap. This might be a hold into the camera situation for you now.
Actually, I can't for the second one.
No problem.
But I can for the first one. Let me go grab it, and I'll talk about it while you...
Yep. Well, you better come. You got to come back and sit down, though, right? Yep. Anyway, Goldie Honk's in the lead. Let's see. We got some more comments coming in. No. It's still Goldie Honk. Still Goldie Honk.
Still Goldie Honk.
All right, you're going to go solo.
Okay, I'm going to go solo here for just a moment. Now, the first thing we got to show, I did put a picture of this on Twitter, not realizing that I would have it available to me. This is called the Yoda Illuminator, and with light effect, it says. It was $30, and it is the Empire Strikes Back light from Yoda, or from Yoda's Dagobah hut, and it's heavy. It's solid metal, and it does light up in the end. All you have to do is just twist the top, and it turns off and on. The Yoda Illuminator. So, if you recall the scene in which it was in, Yoda has not revealed himself as the Jedi yet, and Luke's frustrated trying to find him. He's in this swampy dump, And he's like, mine. And, he starts whacking R2-D2 with his cane. And, R2, let him have it, So there's a little bit of, it was Luke's, but Yoda took it. And yeah. So what do you think? What do you think about this? It's $30.
I think it's cool.
Josh thinks it's cool. It is pretty heavy. Like it could sit on a desk and be a paperweight. It has some application because the light does. I mean, it does light up,
You need to put it in your emergency kit.
Maybe have one for an emergency kit. Exactly. If the power goes out, if you are inclined to have tornadoes. So yeah, what do you think here? What do you think? Is this something that you would like to have? If you knew somebody that was going to Galaxy's Edge, would you want them to pick one of these up for you for $30? Okay. What do you think? Yes or no? Yay or nay? I don't know if I can get real closer here. But it's well made. It's heavy. It's heavy. I like it. I think the next time he goes, I think I might have him grab me one of these because it's kind of cool. And it's small. It's not going to take up a lot of space. It's easy to work, manipulate.
Can I hold it?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Here.
Let me see it. Now that
I'll get you back in.
Thank you, buddy. All right, guys, this is really cool. And it's, like you said, it's substantial. And absolutely, here's the deal. Andy came in and went, to me, and I was like,
what is that?
What's that? What's that? So if they didn't put a label on it, and then as soon as you know what it is, you're like, oh my gosh, oh yeah, that's awesome. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. And a thing I've never seen ever anywhere else.
Nope.
So I think that's a cool thing right there. I mean, as far as just grabbing something, especially if they do the whole retirement thing in a year or wherever or whenever, very cool. I would have that in my collection immediately. And the price is right. It's like $30. And in Disney money, that's like $15 anywhere else.
Yeah. Paul's out. He doesn't want it.
He's a nay for the 30.
He's a nay. He's a nay for the 30. You got other people that are in. Paul's not one of them. That's fine, Paul.
That's okay, Paul.
You can enjoy this in our collection. That's what we say.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. The G3PO. All right. Matt's in his fashion, just locking on to what he's going to call it, and that's it.
Yeah, G3PO.
I love it. All right.
Be V3PO, shouldn't it?
It should be V3PO.
V-dub.
Oh, crap. That's a good one.
So
JD's in for the Golden Schwartz, which I think a late comer for naming is the Golden Schwartz, which is awesome because you can pull up next to any bug and say,
I
see your Schwartz is as big as mine, which is awesome. All right. Okay. That I think would be something, and I know Paul's out, but in Disney parks, when you find a $30 item that you can fit in your luggage to take home,
easily.
Star Wars related,
yep,
that's a bargain.
That's not bad. There's some value in that beyond the price tag.
Absolutely.
There's the next item I want to discuss. We just have a picture for it. We don't have this in the room. It's the Boba set.
The Boba set.
Okay. So this you can see is a helmet, wrist. I don't know, what do they call those? Wrist rocket.
Wrist rocket. It's even. I didn't know that he had the birds on his wrist as well. Birds are there.
Yeah, it'll shoot out little discs on the wrist things, and then there's a backpack as well, and that will shoot the rocket.
If you bend over at the waist.
If you bend at the waist, it will shoot the rocket.
Perfect. No, are you talking about like what do they call them? The tweeting birds or whatever? What's
the whistling birds?
Whistling birds. He's got I didn't know he had a whistling bird mount on his. The first time I ever identified with the whistling bird launcher was with the Mandalorian. Not that I overanalyzed Boba's armor ever, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and definitely Shabby. This is great for kids. It's a cosplay for kids kind of thing.
It's a Halloween show stealer.
Yeah. If you're going to be Boba Fett for anything, where you're going to dress up,
you need the Boba set.
You need the Boba set.
Especially if you can fire that back rocket.
I know, that'd be sweet.
That thing looks sizable. You can hit somebody pretty squarely, take their candy, and be on your way.
Okay, now this might be on the website too. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely at Galaxy's Edge. But yeah, also could be on the website. I didn't research this one thoroughly.
You didn't vet that out?
I didn't. I didn't.
You didn't do a vet?
I didn't vet that out.
Customize it. Shabby wants to customize it for adults. I mean, I guess if the rocket fits you, and then you have a Black Series Boba helmet, a couple of wrist options.
I mean, it's not a bad.
You're halfway to a really annoying costume at a party full of adults.
Ooh, great idea here. What if Haslab did a cosplay set? Yes. But you know what? You can find those already.
Yeah, I think.
Especially in the $300 to $500 price point.
Especially at the 3D printing price point. I mean, you can find them anywhere. You can find guys that'll print that stuff for you and you paint it type of situation. So, but I still like the idea.
We're going to discuss the Haslab Rancor.
We are.
In a minute, but not quite yet. Biscuits. I sent you a picture, Josh, of a pin set.
Got it.
Can you post it up?
You betcha.
Okay, here's another set that a friend of my son's just got in the Florida Galaxy's Edge. It's a Disney themed Star Wars pin set. 5 pins included. Leia.
Is this associated with any
Wicket.
kind of shorts or anything? Like short cartoons or animations?
I don't think so.
Huh.
I think they're just
I like
for
the
kids.
little designs. I like Leia.
Yeah. They're kind of cool.
They all got sassy faces. Especially Wicket.
Kid-like. They're, you know what they remind me of, Josh, is Calvin and Hobbes.
Right.
Do you see that?
Good take, yeah.
They remind me of Calvin and Hobbes. That kind of like smirky, shit-eating grin, kind of up to no good, but likable and hilarious.
Yep.
Love Calvin and Hobbes.
And
my all-time favorite comic, by the way.
Me too, for a long time after I got over my Garfield phase.
You know what? I think Garfield fans grew up a little onto Calvin and Hobbes.
Absolutely.
And then moved on to the Far Side.
Exactly. No, that's the exact trail.
Yeah.
It's Garfield is a gateway drug to Calvin and Hobbes.
No, wait. Before Garfield, it's Family Circle and Peanuts.
Peanuts. Not Family Circle for me. I hated those.
Okay.
Like, oh, God, this is the worst.
Okay.
It was always like, oh, Jimmy spilled the milk. And you're like, ha, 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 ha. I just didn't get it.
Very too young.
I was too young. Too young. Dads get it.
Yeah.
Probably get it. I should probably go back and circle back to Family Circle.
Oh, hey.
And really.
I see what you did there.
And really despise it.
Really get in there.
I mean, get into it.
Yeah.
Dad
But then Peanuts, then Garfield.
Then Far Side for sure. Yeah. I mean, I read Far Side for days.
God,
and
Far
then
Side.
I would run into the room and show mom and dad. Look at this one. Look at this one.
You know what's awesome about the Far Side? It still holds up.
Still does.
100%. Like,
it's legit. It wasn't ever like what do they call it? Pop culture-y. It was just life.
Yeah.
And life doesn't change in the way that Gary Larson presented.
No, Gary Larson is a brilliant comic strip artist.
My favorite one is Ha Ha Biff.
The caveman?
First, no, it's the dog.
Oh, it's the dog.
It's a dog out the window to the other dog who's sitting on the sidewalk, and he's like, "Ha ha, Biff. Today I'm going to the store to get treats, and then I'm going to the vet to get tutored." We laugh. Tutored. I mean, it's
pull the pins down.
All
People
right.
want to see us.
They want to
see
being
this
ales.
conversation. Yeah. Mr. Rez likes Heathcliff. Do you ever get into that?
I Heathcliff crossed over. Heathcliff was like the angry version, the more angry version of, or the more cat version of Garfield, I guess is what he was.
Okay.
But never deep in. Garfield, though, I spent a lot of time with.
Yeah. It was the introductory. It was the marijuana.
It was a gateway, man.
of comic
And then
strips.
Calvin and Hobbes. Calvin and Hobbes was sweet. Sometimes you teared up on that.
I know. Like I have books of Calvin and Hobbes, like
Yeah.
comic strip books of
Yeah.
Calvin and Hobbes, as well as comics of Gary Larson's The Far Side that I keep in my classroom for kids to read.
Well, for a long time, most good teachers had the tear off calendars.
Oh,
of the
yeah,
Far
yeah, yeah.
Side.
Of The Far Side.
And-
One, guilty.
Yeah, guilty.
Guilty.
Any good teacher
Yes.
has a tear off Far Side calendar.
365
Yeah,
days of Far Side.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
God, that's such a good memory there. Thank you. Thank you for that, Josh.
Hey, you're welcome.
And thank you for comic strip talk here with the Holochronicles. All right, let's get back to what we're talking about. Galaxy's Edge exclusives. All right, I've got a second one, and it's in a box.
Okay. Do you want me to put it up? Because you're gonna have to lay it out for us.
No, I'm gonna set it up.
All right.
The story behind it is that
Is this yours?
this one's mine.
This is what you wanted.
This
All
is
right.
what
I'm
I
gonna
got.
pull you away so we don't
This is
give
what
any
I got
spoilers.
picked up, and I will say that the box has been opened previous to me getting it by TSA. They were not sure what to think about it, so they needed to see what was inside.
You're kidding me.
That was right from Keith's mouth. He said they needed to see what was in it and handle it because they just weren't sure about it. Okay?
I mean, come on. Come on. What could this be? Is it a thermal detonator?
No.
Is it an e-cigarette?
No.
All right, those are the things that they'll get you for. I promise you that.
How do you know?
No, just because they ask you every time, and I've been flying a lot recently. So, oh man, he's shaking something out. TSA. What the hell is this? All right, I'm closing my eyes. Tell me when you're gonna move it. All right. I might have to fill in a little more. What's your favorite Far Side moment? Cat Fud. Cat Fud is another one where there's the sign on the dryer door is open, and there's all these other signs, and on the door it says Cat Fud, and the dog's looking out, and he's trying to lead the cat into the dryer, obviously to close the door. So yeah. Matt says TSA had to check out Andy's package. All right. Matt keeping it above board. Now Paul is intrigued. He wasn't intrigued before. Little disappointed about his Ophenia, Orafina. Yeah, it's gone. Wow, what is going on? Oh, I just saw it on accident.
Damn you.
This one's good. This one's good.
Now, we can't spin this one because I'm not sure it'll stay up.
Oh my gosh, that's really good. Good take. I think it will. Oh, maybe don't spin it. You're right.
It needs to be screwed in.
I see. All right, you're gonna have to adjust that camera. Use the lens, yeah. Or motion. AKA, yeah, that's good. That's good. Thank you. Sorry.
This has been great audio.
Great audio. All right, you're back in. You're back in.
Yes, I'm back in, and I'm super excited.
This one's cool.
It is cool, and it's kind of a
Impressive.
deep cut. I mean, in
Well,
the same
just like
way,
this is a deep cut.
yeah,
I like that.
In the same way, the Yoda torch there is a deep cut for Empire Strikes Back. This is a deep cut for Rebels.
Right. Way deep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's see it.
Are you ready?
Let's see it.
Ready? Hold on.
Oh yeah. Wait, do we have the music? Do we have music?
I got music. Ready?
Hit
Go.
it. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, Harris and Dula's shoot. Calicori. Sorry, I just blanked for a second. Harris and Dula's Calicori. Then now I can tell you that this is wooden and it's heavy and it's well made.
And it's like what, 18
for
inches
scale.
tall?
Yeah, for scale.
We'll use the we're gonna use a Bud Light lime for scale.
Bud Light lime for scale.
I don't know. I won't show the label. Our sponsor is Coors.
Yeah. Well, let's put it off to the side. too close to it. That's great. Now, here's what I need a little clarification on. Was that little pyramid on the right-hand side, was that there already in Rebels, or is that Jason Sindula's addition to the Kalikori?
That's a question for the geniuses in our chat and watching on the rewind. Great comment from JD right here. That triggered the TSA?
Yeah, they weren't sure. The box comes in a pretty good-sized box.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, we hit a little peak there.
Yeah, we did.
Can't stop, won't stop. But yeah, that definitely triggered the TSA. And then, according to Keith, they took it out, they looked at it, and they're like, oh, some Star Wars nerdy thing.
Some Star Wars. Well, the box says Star Wars all over it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, it says...
Paul's got a good one.
It says Syndulla Family Kalikori on it. So it's not necessarily obvious Star Wars.
Yeah.
Syndulla Family Kalikori.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I still don't understand why a piece of wood. Now yeah. Was he trying to carry it? He obviously was carrying it on. So
yeah, he had two of them.
I see. That is a very cool piece, though. Aside from like I said, that's like 18 inches tall.
Yeah, it's over a foot.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's well made. It's go pick it up. It's heavy. It's
again an exclusive to. You can only get this in the park.
You can only get this at the park.
How do they think people get to the parks? How can they sell something that comes in a box that's like 24 by 10 by 14?
Maybe they think there's a lot of locals.
I guess so. Holy crap.
Yeah. So
not for the normies is right, JD. Not for the normies. You got to go all the way through, Rebels to get to this. I mean, pretty close to the end, right?
Yeah, because this becomes prevalent in the Thrawn arc,
right?
You know, and he's kind of present for a season and a half, maybe.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a deep cut item. Those that see it appreciate it. You know, those that know what it is appreciate it, and it's you know, I love the Kanan and Hera story.
Yep.
And how I love how it ended, even though it was kind of heartbreaking. And I love how Jason continues, right? Jason extends, and Jason might be, you know, when we get to Rogue Squadron, like,
yeah, we might have
Hera, Jason, that they could still come back, you know. So anyway,
I also like its simplicity when it's with like it's like a you know, a tribal artifact, an old, you know, it's not some. I guess
not
Star Wars isn't high tech. I hate to call Star Wars high tech because I actually
sometimes it's not.
It's just not, but it has power, right? It has power to the family. It's the family tree, essentially, is what that is. So
exactly,
very cool, very cool.
How much do you think it is?
It's too much. I mean, that size, I would put that at $150 to $200.
Okay, it's not that much.
Really?
It's not.
So it's 100.
It's 130.
Okay. Well, I was close. I was close, but
you weren't far off.
It's definitely over the $100 mark. But I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't have been surprised if you said 150. I would have been a little like, oh, come on, if it was 100, if it was 200, but 130 sounds like, all right, it's in the ballpark.
So here is my justification, because I do feel like that is probably a little too much for that item.
100 probably would have been the drop point. 89 maybe, you know, somewhere in there, right?
Yeah. So my justification, at least, and I'll share what I was thinking in my head when I agreed to have Keith pick one up for me.
By the way, if you're just joining us, it's a Bud Light for scale.
My justification for getting it, because, you know, that's $130 is no joke.
No.
But my justification was that how many people do I know that have one?
0.
Keith.
Well, I mean, up until, yeah, and that was in tandem.
Yeah, because he picked up one for himself and he grabbed one for me too.
Perfect.
I don't know any of our Twitter friends or patrons or, you know, people that we interact with on the social medias, I don't know anybody that has one. Now, I don't know every item of every collection of people that we interact with, but
yeah,
I've never seen it until Keith told me they were in the park.
Let me put it this way. Like with Star Wars, like 98%, we'll say, of Star Wars kind of collections have that very Star Wars look. You walk in, if you see one ship, the next ship follows in line. Right. If you see one figure, the next figure follows in line. If you see a saber, then you know, it all kind of looks, helmets, it all looks very Star Wars. This doesn't.
No.
This is a departure from kind of the lines and the edges and the that you're used to seeing. Same thing I got from that Asajj Ventress mythos.
Yeah.
Which has Asajj on this giant skull.
Yes.
It looks... My wife walked in, and it was in the middle of my Star Wars collection. She goes, what are you doing with that medieval dragon shit? I was like, no. This isn't Lord of the Rings. This is actually Star Wars. She's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Look. And I had to like show her, and she's like, oh, okay. Well, still, it's hideous. And I was like, no, it's amazing.
Here's what I'm going to do. Because it's not overtly Star Wars, I'm going to see if I can have this in the living room.
Oh, you're going to try, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to see if we can.
Well, you know, all you need to do is get a little Santa Fe kind of theme, like throw, you know, just a little, you know, just indigenous people look going on one side. Boom, fits right in.
Little Pueblo.
Well, yeah. Get a nice
turquoise
handcrafted vase, clay vase next to it. This thing slides right in. To a nice Santa Fe.
I'm already thinking like we have
motif.
We have some shelves that kind of brownish color.
Sure.
So it might kind of go in with the current vibe of the room. Anyway.
Are you saying that you're going to try and like get it? I mean, she doesn't watch the show, obviously.
No.
But are you saying that you're going to try and just kind of put it in the living room
and see what happens?
And see what I give you less than an hour before someone notices that.
Okay, but upon noticing it, do you think it stays?
Yes.
You think it stays?
Yeah, I think it can stay.
All right.
I don't think that does
fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen.
That does not scream Star Wars in any way.
No. So I think it has a chance just because people will ask about it. What is that? I've never seen anything like that before.
And you can make up a story about your family with it or something.
It's a family heirloom. I don't have to tell them that it's not my family heirloom.
My mom made it.
Well, no, my mom lives next door. She's not, or pretty close to.
Well, she didn't make all of it. She just made that.
She's too close. No, I can't say.
Okay. All right.
I have to say like my great grandmother who has passed
on the East Coast.
Right. Well, she passed when I was in grade school.
Perfect.
Handed it down along with an Afghan.
Yeah. Which is draped next to it. You need to get an Afghan now.
I think I still have it. This is my baby blanket, or one of them. Anyway, that's more than you needed to know.
I like the dreidel. That's good. Rook's got a good. It's got a dreidel feel. You feel like you want to spin it, right? Slap yourself in the face with a wooden holocron. Go for it.
Yeah, definitely.
African art from Gilster. I'm down with that. It just looks tribal.
Yeah.
Indigenous people, tribal. You know, pre-Bronze Age type of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's been around.
Perfect.
Yeah, but it's cool. All right, so that kind of ends our Galaxy's Edge exclusive talk for today.
Sure. Well, I like it.
I'm
proud of you for that because while I would want one, I feel like it goes better in your collection, so I'll enjoy it in your collection.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing though. It doesn't really go with anything.
It does if you throw it up next to some
rebel stuff.
Rebel stuff. Yeah. Hera, whatever.
I guess
it goes in there pretty nice. But it's cool. Yeah. It's a cool take.
Okay. I like it too, and I'm glad I got it. What I do really, really like is that Keith goes to Disneyland often enough to keep us updated on what's there and what's leaving.
He does. He's our man on the street.
He's our man on the street corner of the happiest place on earth.
Yeah.
Shout out Keith. All right, last thing to talk about, Josh, and this might be a little bit of a shorter show tonight, and that's fine. But the Haslab project that will be up for pre-orders here soon, according to a post on Yakface that I saw today. Pre-orders will be going up soon for the Haslab Rancor. Now, we don't have a lot of detail about this yet as to the size or what additions that will come with it. Like, will it come with a tier with a half-eaten Gallinorian
Do we get a Twi'lek in this? All right.
or Gamorrean, not Gallinorian. I saw Gallinorian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
right
What's up?
What's up?
But Gamorrean guard, maybe
Gamorrean, Gamorrean,
comes
tomato,
with-
tomato.
comes with a bone that you can stick in its mouth
Sure.
to stop it from clamping down on a Luke figure.
Yeah. Just one Twi'lek.
I'm not even sure if we know yet. Oh, it is Black Series, so
we know
it would be.
we're getting 18 feet tall. We've got an estimate.
Yeah, it's Black Series 6-inch scale. So
So my guess is 18 inches tall. I don't know if feet was where we were going.
I'm thinking more like 24.
Are you thinking
Yeah.
big bad boy?
Yeah,
I think so. If you put it next to the barge, I mean, where's the ring? I mean, the barge isn't to scale by any means, but
but I don't think a Rancor would fit on the barge.
I'm saying if you set a Rancor next to the barge probably does stand around 20 inches at the top of the sail, maybe a little more, maybe 24. So you're thinking it's about that tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's 3 3/4 inch scale. This is 6-inch scale. So
Well, then
when
it's
it
gonna
picks
be
up
7 feet
when
tall.
it picks up a Gamorrean guard Black Series,
It's your size then. You're holding that in your hand.
Yeah, well, my hands
it's
aren't
gonna
super
be
big.
6 feet tall. We're not on screen, but yeah.
Oh.
Andy's doing a lot of stuff for you guys that you can't see.
doing my best.
Hold on, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. That's his Rancor. Can you guys agree with that Rancor face he's got? Oh man,
Pretty solid.
pretty solid.
Pretty solid. I need more drool and less beard.
You do. Less beard, more less dental work, and you're good.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's the deal. I'm torn. So far we've had 2 Haslab projects, only one of which has been delivered, and that's the barge.
Right. One coming and another one about to be available for pre-order.
Are you ordering this? So we're 2 for 2.
Both of us are 2 for 2 so far.
Yeah.
Am I ordering this one? No, I'm not. And here's why. Not because I don't like it, but because, as you know, Josh, I have backed off of the 6-inch Black Series scale.
I thought that was my thing.
You have a lot of Black Series.
I know, but I don't. I have less than you do on display.
I have a few clone troopers.
Yeah.
And a
I'm looking at
boba.
like 12. Maybe more. Close. 13.
Yeah, so I guess we have backed off of Black Series scale items. Now, we
I don't-
totally love Black Series.
I do too. Yeah, no,
Totally
abso-
love
But
them.
I don't know if that even comes into play when it comes to the Rancor.
Okay.
I don't associate the Rancor, no matter its scale. If it's Black Series scale, fine. Which I still don't know if that's accurate, because that thing's going to be huge. Then it's going to be 3 feet tall, maybe 4. That's insane. If it's 4 feet tall, then I'm in, because I feel like that's like, oh, okay. Because to be honest, the vintage Rancor, pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the vintage Rancor. Like
Yeah.
when I saw it, I was like, when I first got one in my hands, which was not only 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, this is awesome. What are you laughing at?
The Darth Mother said.
Any resemblance to a Rancor. Oh, you should see him when we're prepping. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I would be in on like, look, on like a
If it's massive, you're in.
massive. If
If it's only kind of bigger,
if it's a 2x scale over what we've got from the vintage, like I said, I'm gonna say it again, vintage, and then they've done Power of the Force Rancors, which look great too, and are a fine size. You put a 3 3/4 in their hand, and it's not quite right. But if we're talking about, we're putting I'm gonna go with 36 inches. I'm in. If
Okay.
it's below that, I'm out.
so bigger than a yardstick.
Yep.
That's pretty big.
I want 1 yard of Rancor.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a big bad boy right there.
That's
but that's on
big.
par with a barge. That's
The
on par with
fudge
a
are you gonna
Razor
put it?
Crest.
That's
I'll kick a little Grogu over and I'll just throw him in the middle. It'll just get, you can put it on the floor. You're not going to kick it.
okay.
Uh-oh. What are you looking at?
Well, I'm just trying. Yeah, I guess it's on screen, but just over Josh's shoulder is an Imperial shuttle. All right, that's a vintage one, 1983
OG.
OG, and from wingtip to wingtip, height wise,
Especially on the display, that's close to 2.5 feet, I would say, right?
yeah. So you're wanting a Rancor bigger than that.
Or as big as fine, I'll take 30 inches, but as big as that. Or yeah, give me a beast.
Okay.
Give me a beast.
You
Make
heard
it
it
worth
here
my
first.
$400 or whatever the hell they're going to charge us. And then as we complete,
So what do you think tiers? What do you think tiers?
as we complete tiers, I think you're right. I think the tiers should go, it's got to
Rancor
come with the
Keeper?
It's got to come with the bone. Yes. Gamorrean Guard, tier 2, Rancor Keeper, tier 3, Luke Skywalker. And then you get like a Luke that's only
with a skull in his hand.
totally
Yeah.
perfect. You get a Luke that you can only get when you buy the Haslab. Like, you'll never see that Luke in a Black Series again. That's when I'm all over it.
That Luke.
That Luke up there, sans hand blast.
Yeah, so no robe. So what he looks like when he fell down the little chute
Little
there.
hair in his face. You
Yeah.
know,
No-
scared-ass looking Luke. He looked scared in that. He was scared. He should have been scared.
There hasn't been a Rancor Keeper Black Series yet. So that has to be a tier. Has to be a tier. And then what was the buddy's name who put his arm around him? Yeah, whatever that guy was too. I think he's got to be whatever the last tier is.
Yeah, last tier is like,
'cause he's
fine, somebody's going to have to design this. Or maybe it's like what if they give you like the last tier is just a quick little backdrop that has that door with the screen, and then you can put the guys that you've got. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're going to give me a 3-foot tall Rancor, which now I have just predicted and it's going to happen. If you're going to give me a Haslab 3-foot tall Rancor, what do they got to do? They just cover it in rubber and they make the skeleton. It's done.
Yeah. All right.
JD's with me. It's going to be 3 feet.
All right. And then this just to maybe
I like
a little
it.
wind in your
See?
sail
They
there.
know what they're doing.
Thanks, Rook. Galactus is 32 inches tall, and it is the Marvel.
Sure.
Marvel? Yeah, it's got to be Marvel.
Rook will slap you if you're wrong.
The Marvel Haslab project. So, I mean, there's precedent there. Okay.
There's precedent. I do like David. See, we're doing the same one. Beyond the Blast Doors, he's in there. I might be with you on that one.
Yeah.
I think I might be with you on that one
with a detachable arm.
I might be with you on that one, but I would say Wampa, Rancor. I mean, the Rancor was the Wampa of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
That terrifying beast in the beginning.
So what was the Star Wars version of that?
That was the thing in the trash compactor.
Dianaga?
Yeah, Dianaga was definitely the. Think about that. There's a trail of beasts that hit the heroes hard.
Yeah.
Early on, or midway through, or whenever
early,
they show up.
Yeah, they're pretty early.
Yeah, pretty early. So, but I do agree with that. I do agree that I might have liked to have seen a Wampa, but I'm not disappointed in the Rancor. But I am saying this: if you want my money, make it big. Yeah. All right. Here, let's.
As tall as a 3-year-old.
Which is 3 feet tall.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
pretty
got a
much.
beast of a
Yardstick.
3-year-old.
Tova's she's 5, but she's a yardstick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fine. Give me a Tova eater.
give me a Black Series Tova.
Mm-hmm. No one can handle that. JD's not wrong with that one.
No.
Oh, here's a good. David's got it laid out for us. Tier 1, bloodied Luke. Tier 2, dead Tauntaun. Tier 3, Han with the radio. 4, obviously his Wampa dream. I like that one too. We'll go ahead and give it to him.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Good. David, give him a call.
Yep.
I know you got the number. Direct. Have him on the show.
Call Bobby Eyes.
Yeah. Bitch him out. Oh, hold on. What's that? Bob? That's good. All right. Anything else you want to add? What's going on? What's going on? We got a Comic-Con coming up. Rose City Comic-Con.
Rose City. We going to that?
I think we're talking about it. Maybe we'll leave it up to you guys. The only thing I feel like is that with SummerCon, I feel like I've walked the con floors right now, and I might. Do we know the guest list?
Some of them.
So it might come down to who's there, because if I go, it'll be for who's there, and I'll pay to go see them. I'm a little weary of.
It's like September 10th through the 13th.
Yeah, and that could come down to. I mean, man, I got a kid who's riding horses every weekend for 2 months. So
I've got a wedding on September 11th.
I know. See, so it's
never
all
forget.
Never forget. But it might come down to who's there, and I think I'm changing my tactic on cons and going with purpose when it comes to the people I want to see there, instead of showing up and wishing I'd bought the ticket like Katie Sackhoff and then having to wait for you to finagle your way up and take illegal videos and stuff. Not that illegal.
Pippin from Lord of the Rings will be there.
Pippin, what about second breakfast?
or was that Mary?
Doesn't matter. They're the same. Either one, I'll go and see.
Well, one was in Lost.
That was
Mary.
Pippin? They'll tell us.
Mary Poppins?
Yeah, they don't. We don't know.
Who cares? Anyway, we'll get that guest list. We are dropping an invite on Twitter to our Discord for anybody that wants to hop on with us. If you want the full access, you got to be a patron, which is going to cost you a cheeseburger a month. Or there's a second tier, 4 cheeseburgers a month.
Fatty.
I honestly,
we call it the Jabba tier.
I probably eat a cheeseburger a week. Truthfully.
Yeah.
From somewhere, or I make them because I like them.
You do like cheeseburgers.
I like a cheeseburger.
You coined the phrase.
1 cheeseburger a
One
month.
cheese. It was yours. But yes, you can join us, and like you said, open invite for
Discord.
Where
for that on Twitter.
we're a growing community of weirdos like you are showing up and talking about stuff Star Wars related and otherwise. I'm excited about it because I think we're gonna get some. I'm always interested in other people's lives outside of Star Wars and how it connects. So I like that that aspect of it. And then the buy, sell, trade. I've got things on lineup right now that I'm waiting to kind of post out there, but I'm waiting for a few more people to show. And I might get the ball rolling. I told you about one. I was like, I might have some stuff that I'm like, pay the shipping and I'll send it to you.
And if that isn't a tease or tantalizing for you,
So
I know what's in the tub.
Unless you live in Europe.
No.
It's going to be worth your time. So,
all right. Well, hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for following along with us and watching. Thank you for sharing with a friend.
Where can they find us, Andy?
At Holochronicles on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Twitter, if you want to talk with us, that's where we hang out most of the time. But you can also find us on Discord beginning tomorrow and at Patreon.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Josh?
Yeah.
Good show tonight.
Yeah.
Go play with your toys.